Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank you for gracing this interview. Quickly, just let us know. Introduce yourself quickly,
Okay.
and how long have you been to Ireland? My name is Olayinka Aremu. I'm President Association of Nigerian Nurses in Ireland. We are aware of the troubles, the challenges that international nurses, especially Africans, go through when it comes to accommodation. So we just this interview is just for you to share your experience, and so we can actually know the extent of this problem. So may I meet you?
Thank you. It's good to finally meet you. I am Eunice and I am an African midwife. I trained in Nigeria, but now an Irish midwife. So I came into Galway, Ireland on the 20th of October, 2022, and up till now, I'm yet to get an accommodation. We've been going from one hostel to another, in search for accommodation. And sometimes these hostels there are mixed dorms in some of the hostel whereby you have to stay in the same apartments with males, people you don't know, so that's terrible. And I think it's almost 4 months now and still unable to get an accommodation, so it's that bad.
So how have you been coping? I'm sorry to hear that. It's very horrible, even talking about the dorm, living with
Mixed dorm, yeah.
mixed gender. It's not acceptable. So how have you been coping?
Well, I must say, even if I am not in the mixed dorm, I have colleagues who have been in that mixed dorm, and it's not really easy because we were 11 that were recruited, 11 Africans, and some of them actually give me info about how they have to use the same washroom as those of the opposite sex. What they do is, if they want to change, they have to do that in the washroom. If they want to take their bath, they do everything in the washroom before they come out. So it's that bad. If I don't experience it, I know those who have experienced it.
Okay.
Because we live in the same hostel, and sometimes you have to move every 4 days from one room to another. So my bags have been unpacked since I got to Ireland, because every week I must move from one room to another room in search for, because you can't pay at a stretch.
Okay.
We keep paying every 4 days, and then we renew the payments each 4 days.
Like how much are you paying?
The amount is 38 euros per day, and over the weekend it is 48 euros per day.
Wow. That's I don't know what to say. I actually don't know what to say. What about cooking? Are you able to get a place to cook?
Well, in some of these hostels we move to, cooking is not allowed. So it means we have to eat junks, buy junks. But some hostels accept that you cook.
Okay.
But cooking where you have about 10 different people cooking at the same time is not nice. And you have to wait for your turn. Like you wait turn by turn before you be able to cook.
That's a terrible experience.
Yeah,
and how has this impacted on you're working as a midwife now, right? How has this impacted even since you came in?
I will not tell lies, it affects psychologically. Yeah. Sometimes you break down in tears. It's not as if you don't have the money to rent the apartment. The apartment is not just there. Sometimes we keep applying on DAFT, applying on rent, and they don't get back to us. There's still an app we use, Adverts Galway. We keep searching. They don't come back to you. And most of the houses that you call, because some of them have phone numbers, once you reach them, they tell you the house has been taken, but still they don't take it off the app. They don't take it off the placement site. So why should you leave a house that has been taken 2-3 weeks ago? Why should you still leave it on the app? So this is some things they need to review, so that we'll know more current houses and we'll be able to call on those houses. We're still hoping to get a place we can call our own, because It's not nice.
And can I just ask, what the employers, is there any role your employer is playing when it comes to accommodation?
Yes, my employer, especially my ward manager, has tried to write some applications too on DAPT, but they don't reach back to her. She also went ahead to give us a contact, but we found out that it was even a hotel we had stayed before.
Okay.
So we had to tell her we can't go back to that place because the hotel is a no. There is no, it's not a self-catering service hotel.
Okay.
So you don't cook. It's just for you to sleep, wake up, go and get something outside to eat.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And yes, thank you. One more thing, just to ask. When you came in, I know usually some employers or some agencies will promise like they will give accommodation for a month. Was that so with you, or what's the story?
Ours is they actually tried to get the accommodation for us, but they did not. So what they did was to reimburse 1 month's payments back to us. So the 1 month we spent in the hotel was reimbursed. They actually sourced the first hotel for us, but it was not comfortable.
Okay. All right. So what will be your message to maybe the government of Ireland or to agencies, housing agencies, landlords, when it comes to supporting international nurses, midwives, especially healthcare workers coming to Ireland to work with accommodation?
Yes, my advice would be the government should try to at least get apartments for nurses or healthcare workers they are recruiting. They should, like, there are some places where they have hostels for their nurses, like a nursing home in the same facility. So if they can at least build that and give the nurses coming in 3 months to stay, just like their counterparts in UK provide accommodation, I think it will go a long way.
Go a long way. So I think so too. Thank you so much, Eunice, for this interview. We hope that we will get a lasting solution. Although it's a general, crisis housing, but particularly for international nurses coming to filling, spaces, needful places in the healthcare sector. I believe there should be something, like you said, a special provision for accommodation for them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one.